Okay, so I was mistaken for the title of the organization that I was referring to in the last part. It's not the Ordnance Disposal Squad, it's the Explosive Ordnance Disposal. It's kind of like an organization that's specialized in, well, defusing bombs and rendering them safe and disposing of conventional munitions. That sort of thing. These technicians use advanced equipment, robots, X-ray systems, very souped up 21st century technology. And yeah, this, considering that this game was made at the start of the 21st century, in the year 2000, that's really saying a lot, so yeah, I guess this, Banjo and Kazooie were kind of, predicting ordnance disposal at a time when, well, I'm pretty sure ordnance disposal has been a thing for a while, but it's very technologically advanced now, especially in today's current time. Hey, Paisanos! This is ToonGamer23, and welcome back to Let's Play Banjo Tooie! So in the last part, we explored the flooded caverns, got a Jiggy from a flooded cave, and then we went down here to this mine shaft, and we took on another mission where Kazooie was a handheld gun. And we learned the beak bayonet, which helped us defuse a bunch of dynamite before the whole thing exploded, so or the whole mine came down on us, so alright, so still a little bit more to explore, so let's go check on Mumbo. I think it's high time we let Skullboy take the spotlight for a little bit. Okay, so actually, let's try the generator Jiggy first. Just try to get that knocked out. Then we'll save Mumbo for a little bit. So. Okay, so back in Gloomy Caverns once again. Okay, so there's actually a boulder we can drill right here, so let's take care of these. Okay. One more for the destroyed boulder pile. Okay, so in this little cave right here, we have a little hut here that's long since abandoned. It's even growing moss on the roof. Or, yeah, just basically a bunch of moss. So, if memory serves well. Okay, power hut. Okay, so yeah, there's a power coil here. And, gunpowder, I guess. So, if memory serves correct, we're gonna need to find a way to split, because, we need one that's, up here on the switch, and, another in the basement, so observe what happens. Power hut basement, it turns all the lights on, leading to a Jiggy. Seems simple enough, right? But unfortunately, the switch is pressure-based, and the minute we step off of it, the lights go out. So, yeah, we're basically SOL. So, we're gonna have to come back with the power to split up Banjo and Kazooie in order for us to actually get that Jiggy, so that's one of the two that we're gonna have to save for later. Don't have a choice. Okay, so let's drill another boulder out of existence. There's a lot of more explosiveness in this game than there was in the first game, that's for sure. Okay, whoop, wrong way. into the cavern with the red light. Okay, so into the generator cavern. Okay, so yeah, this is the place I was telling you about earlier. We stepped in here earlier, and just in pitch black darkness. The only thing that's gonna guide us are these flashing generators. Okay, what does Mr. Question Mark signpost say? Warning! Unreliable generators! Use at your own risk! Okay, so... the only cue we get is, that huge green glowing light. And, apparently I think fire eggs are the things that power them up. Alright, boom! Okay, here we go. Light the way to another generator. Okay, quickly. Okay, so yeah, unreliable generators indeed. They only last for like about 10 seconds, 10 to 20 seconds, and then they go out, so yeah, make do with what you got. Okay, next. Light the way. Don't stop. Okay, so now thus ends the platforms and oh wait, it was off a bit. Okay, so yeah, real good thing we got those zoom in, zoom out goggles from one of Bottle's kids back in his house. Okay, so powerful lanterns light the way along the catwalks. Okay. Okay, God help me. Okay, so yeah. Pitch black darkness. Don't know where I'm going. I'm having generational trauma here. Oh, God. I know it's just based on a pun, but seriously though. Okay, this should be the one. Let's shoot that one. There we go. Alright, perfect. Okay, light the way, baby. Sweet, wonderful lanterns. Alright. Okay, oh. That's ominous red glow and that guy just coming out of the darkness. But fortunately, the Jiggy is right there. Alright. Okay, Jiggy 18. Lucky number 18. Alright. So, yeah, that was, basically a bunch of, pitch black darkness and only a bunch of unreliable generators to light the way. So, yeah. You can even snipe them from a distance just to see how they all light the paths through the darkness. I actually did find a way to cheese it once as a kid, but you need to boost the brightness of the screen all the way up so you just barely make out the pathways in the dark. But yeah, I figure it's better to play it safe, so. Okay, so I don't really understand how it works with the fire eggs, but whatever gets them going, I guess. You would think that. I think I got it. It's to kind of ignite or just give it a spark for the gas. Yeah, I'm assuming that they're gas-powered generators, even though Jam Jars did say they're unreliable. So yeah, they don't have much fuel and just need a quick fiery boost every once in a while. But we're done here, so let us commence back down this ladder. Alright. Okay, so yeah, I don't really care much for the ominous music in the background. It just seems like there's a serial killer waiting in the dark, just waiting to to ambush Banjo and Kazooie. Well, I mean, aside from him, but he's basically just a simple baddie. I mean, like a real ominous threat. Like a horror movie level type of baddie. Yeah, let's just get out of here. We're done here. Alright, so they'll do it for the generator cavern. So yeah, just a bunch of unreliable generators. But, they at least helped us in some way, so... Okay, so like I said earlier, let's go check on Mumbo. I think we kept him waiting long enough. It's time for everyone's favorite Ekum Bokum shaman to take center stage once again. Okay, so you check out his huts. It seems a little bit differently designed. I mean, it's still got that brown rustic feel, but it seems a bit different back when than the version we saw back in Mayahem Temple. It's more it's kind of hard to describe, but it's still stone-based, but it's kind of a bit more rustic stone, and the windows seem a little different. Seem better. Anyway, I'm not here to gab on the minute details. Let's just go on in. Okay, so we got our Globo. So we got our little big-eared magical creature to give to Mumbo. There's a 2-story house. Yeah, he really upgraded from the first game, that's for sure. Okay, so let's have Mumbo go for round 2. Welcome again, Baron Bird. We got a Globo. Must give magic creature to Mumbo if want help. Want Mumbo's help? Yep. Sure, we need all the help we can get. Throw it in Mumbo's bag. Alright, 2 points. Okay, Hula Skirt Boy is once again playable. Alright, go Mumbo, go. Alright, exit his home into the mine. Okay, so there is a couple of areas we can actually use Mumbo, and one of them is outside the crushing shed. And apparently, so yeah, certain areas you cannot go to are highlighted in yellow. Mumbo isn't welcome in Wumba's wigwam! Oh, so did something happen between them? It's probably... Okay, so yeah, Wumba doesn't like Mumbo. And Mumbo doesn't like Wumba. Okay, noted. Outside the crushing shed, then, if you please. Alright, so... let's try our zap stick on this guy. Okay, so, wonderful. So yeah, this Jiggy boulder, there's a Jiggy within it, but we're gonna need to crush it into little tiny pieces in order to get our Jiggy. Okay, and we need a shaman's magic to help levitate it into the crushing shed. That's where Mumbo comes into play. Okay. Time to unleash Ekum Bokum power on the green pad. Hope this works. Levitate, Jiggy Boulder. Alright. The green magic levitates the boulder. Alright. Levitato, Wingardium Leviosa, and all those other fictional levitational spells I've heard from multiple TV shows and stuff like that. Okay, inside the crushing shed. Boulder comes to rest. Okay, Ubanaka. Wonderful. Alright, so that's the first and only time we can use Mumbo. Well, the Mumbo pad there. But for good reason. Alright, so I do believe that there's another one near the train station, but we're gonna hold off on that one for just a little bit. Okay, so I know I could go ahead and do both of them now, but I kind of want to save the second one for the next parts. And just have Banjo and Kazooie just go for the one figure out how to make do with that Jiggy Boulder first. Okay. Right. So out we go once again. Okay, so yeah, just never really know where that ring donkey is found, but let's hope he's happy wherever he is. Okay, so oh, wait a minute. Up here. Okay, so make our way to the crushing shed once again. Okay, so head on inside to this shed of crushing. Okay, crushing shed. And as its name heavily implies, there's a bunch of powerful crushers just waiting to flatten us into a Barenberg pancake. Okay. So we need to get this conveyor belt up and running and avoid just those pounding pistons wanting to flatten us, like so. Ah. Oh. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's... Okay, so yeah, flatten his head. Okay, come on. Camera. Up on the other side of the grate there. Oh, are you seriously? Ah, stupid camera. Work with me. Okay, so, alright, so we got the powerful pistons waiting to crush anything on the conveyor belts, but it's not working. Now we have the lovely grinders with razor sharp teeth. Okay, let's turn these babies on with the push of the big red button. Alright. That turns off the pistons and sends the boulder right down. Alright. Let it come. So we've gotten two big adventures over with in this part. We've gotten generational trauma, and we've got a crushing discovery right here as the grinders grind up the Jiggy Boulder. And spits out all the parts and the onto the outside. So yeah, just you notice that some of those chunks were golden. So okay, so yeah. Come on, get away from the grinders. Get away. I don't want to die. Come on. Okay. So yeah, even if these were all painted on textures, I just gotta take a look at them. Not bad. Not bad, Rareware. Not bad at all. I know it's... I just gush over the most minute things, like the details of things that aren't important, but still though, it's just It's just real nice to just appreciate the smaller details of childhood games that I played when I was younger. Okay, so yeah, you'll notice all those golden nuggets spewing about. So yeah, that boulder was just ground up into gravel, and you know, all those pebbles were just spit out through that chute there. It includes all the nuggets that make up a jiggy, so yeah. So yeah, if you just collect one nugget, it's the jiggy theme partially plays, but you need all of them for. So yeah, almost there. Just need it's the last one right over there. Alright. And voila! These are fully closed jiggy. Okay, so yeah, the jiggy was in the boulder the whole time. We just needed to bring it out in the conventional crushing way. Alright, so that'll... Okay, so I do believe they'll do it for... Okay, 7 out of 10 jiggies. Alright, doing great. But we're still yet to face the boss of Glitter Gulch Mine. And I do believe we'll do that in the next part. Plus, I think we'll have some spare time to go take on Jiggy Wiggy's Challenge 4. Considering we've got enough Jiggies to take it on. Alright. So, we'll keep the last 2 Jiggies in mind, as well as that stray Jinjo, but we're gonna need to backtrack in order to get those ones. Alright. So, the last of Glitter Gulch Mine, at least for right now, will be in the next part. So thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe, and if you would leave a comment and or like, that would be most appreciated. Until next time on Banjo Tooie, this is Toon Gamer 23, signing out. And I just would really have loved to see just how many boulders this shed went through during the miners' heyday. I'm pretty sure it was a buttload of rocks that were crushed up and just mined for gold and gems. I mean, the piles of gems right here are pretty good indicators that whoever was in their mine long ago kept a big pile of gems that they mined out from within the walls, and they just left them here. So yeah, just that's a huge sum of money that's gone to waste, but I don't see how Banjo could find a way to bring it all home to cash him in. So, but that's not important. We're the Jiggy Hunters, not the Gem Hunters. So let's just stick to our guns and just keep hunting Jiggies, not gems.